y'all, shalom, shalom. Okay, so I am coming on really quickly just to speak about what Abba has been doing in this season with my family. He has been doing a lot of deep-rooted healing. And it's from things, and I'm sure other people are experiencing this too. Healing from things that were so deep within that you didn't even realize that you were frustrated about it, that you were angry about it, that it hadn't come up because you just have been handling it. You've just been dealing with it. You've been pushing through. You've been pushing through with His grace, with His mercy. But it all starts to come to a head. And I'm going to say for me, I began to get very irritable. And I could feel that I was getting irritable. And I felt kind of a blockage, if you will. I felt like a blockage, like I didn't know what was going on. And I kept praying. I'm like, Abba, please just reveal to me what it is that is going on with me. I felt so irritated inside that it started to spew out on the outside. And it is not like it was an intention. It was intentionally. It's not like one particular thing was getting on my nerves or one particular person. It was life as a whole. And so that was a key indication that something was going on. Even before that, I felt irritated. I'm just going to say that. Like it was little signs and symptoms. And at the perfect time, He brought it to the surface. I had to have a sit down with my children because my children were able to notice that I was getting irritable. They're like, Mom, I don't know what's going on with you, but we're not liking it. And of course, they were very respectful in that. And I have raised my children to pray. And they said they prayed for me. And that was amazing. I have raised them in the things of the Most High, Yah. And they were getting together, having these side meetings, these side quests, like, what's wrong with her? Like, have you guys noticed this about Mom? Have you noticed that? And as hard as it was to hear that they were looking at me like they just didn't want to deal, like what is wrong with her, it was also a blessing to see that raising them in the things of the Most High has taught them to be patient, has taught them to communicate well, has taught them for gentle rebuke in a sense. Each one of them were noticing something on their own, and then they got together and sought each other to figure out what in the world is going on. And they prayed. So I had to sit down and speak to them about it, and I had to go into my secret place because anytime my children bring something to me, my initial thing was, I think you guys just don't understand. And they're like, Mom, we understand. We've been through things before, but you're different. And this is not you. And when they said those words to me, it caused me to go into my secret place and to really search. And I had tears and I cried. Tears and cried. But it wasn't just tears. I literally cried out to the Father. And I'm supposed to be walking like Yahusha HaMashiach in His way, in His light. And here I am, not showing up in love. And He started to reveal some things to me that were bothering me. Then I was on a call with a good sister, kingdom sister of mine, and I'm speaking with her, and she says to me, I feel so strongly that you need to forgive yourself and God for something, like you need to forgive Him. And immediately it came back to the surface what it was. And I was just in awe. So I spent a couple of days just giving it all to Abba Yahuwah, giving it to Him, giving everything to Him, praising Him and thanking Him for always being there for us. And just really kind of walking in a sense of, okay, each step that I wait, I have to be intentional. I have to be intentional to continuously give it to him. I have to be intentional that my responses aren't out of hurt and pain. I have to be intentional about this new season that I'm in, because we are in a new season and he's calling us higher and he's stretching us emotionally. And anytime the Most High is calling you to grow, especially, I mean, all the time, but that deep, when he's going so deep emotionally and mentally, he's preparing you for something else. So I just want to give some encouragement to you guys. Do your best to sit with the Father and figure out what it is. And I mean, you have to sit with him, because I was sitting with him continuously and it took other things to kind of bring it out of me. And he does everything in his perfect timing, of course, but it took other things to bring it out of me. So sit with the Father. Make sure that you know where you are, which season you're in, and do the work to heal and to grow. And a lot of that is releasing it, admitting it and releasing it to him. Okay? Until next time, y'all, shalom.